Is your cat 7 years or older? Be careful. This is what we as veterinarians call a senior cat, and from now on he or she can get one of the senior afflictions. What are they? Let's talk about it in this video. Hi, I'm veterinarian Nele and I help cat and dog owners avoid sudden sickness and high medical bills without the long waiting times and stress. And so Dr. Google doesn't give you a heart attack. If you'd like to avoid medical or behavioral problems for your fur babies, be sure to click the subscription button below and hit that bell button so you get notified every time I release a new video. I've heard this a million times. My cat is just getting old. Normal that things change. No! A cat should not change in any ways while they're getting older. They should remain the same, they should have their same habits, their same behaviors. If any of this changes, you need to contact your veterinarian. Now, don't be all paranoid about it either. But if something changes in the environment, of course, they might change their behavior. But a cat likes to avoid to show anything is wrong with them for as long as possible. So often we find problems with them coming in when it's already way too late. And we should be lucky that we can still do anything for them. Now, this seems very stupid. Why would cats hide things from us when we're only trying to help them? Well, this is instinctively in their nature. They are both hunting animals and prey animals. So they might hunt little rodents, but just as well a big bird of prey might get down and get a cat to eat. So they want to make sure they're not viewed as easy prey. So when they're sick, they're gonna be all,
"No, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm not easy prey. You cannot catch me easily."
So they would be left alone a little bit more when they do not feel all that good. There are actually 6 major, most common afflictions that senior cats might have, and these happen more or less from the age of 7, but some of them can already occur even more early, and there are certain predispositions why they might happen more early, and I will mention them all here. Number 1, dental problems. Dental problems is one of the most common problems both in cats and dogs, and it can happen way earlier than 7 years old, but if it has been kept non-treated until 7 or older, it is way worse, and we might not be able to get it back to the normal healthy state after a teeth cleaning or a teeth dental procedure. If you'd like to see a dental procedure of a cat completely from beginning to end, I'll put the link in the cards. I've made a video about this previously. On average, teeth problems may already occur as early as 3 years old. It might be earlier, but this is the average age. And if we start to implement things then, like a dental cleaning, then we will be able to keep the teeth happy and healthy. This way we can avoid them from going bad, from having a bad, awful smell, from them starting to get loose and fall out. Now you need to keep in mind, if a teeth is loose, it's painful, it needs to come out. We cannot do anything for that tooth anymore. If you want to avoid dental problems altogether, the very best thing you can do for your cat is learn from a very young age to brush their teeth. I also made a step-by-step tutorial video showing it on my own lovely cat, Django. And also this is in the cards, so go watch that after this video. You will not only avoid problems for your cat, you will also save a lot of money. Number 2, arthritis, arthrosis. It definitely is more common with older cats, like again from 7 or older, but it can occur way earlier, and it might be just due to genetics or because of trauma, because they had a nasty accident. When it comes to genetics, the prime example is the Scottish or the straight fold. So these are the cats with the cute little folds in their ears. The genetics to getting this fold is directly linked to the genetics for cartilage formation, healthy cartilage formation, in the sense that when they have the folds, they have malformation of the cartilage, and you can see here that it's pretty bad, and this cat was not old at all. So you can see this cat is gonna have pain for the rest of his life because of breeding. In Belgium already, it's illegal to buy these breeds. Don't buy this breed. This is not good for cat well-being. Don't do this because you think it's cute. It's not cute. It's torture. So with arthritis and arthrosis in general, you have a bit of a vicious cycle. Arthrosis is a little bit of extra formations of cartilage in a joint from movement, and they start to irritate in the joint. And when there's irritation, they will get arthritis. Everything with itis is inflammation. Not always infection, but inflammation. Because of this inflammation and this irritation, more arthrosis will form, and more arthrosis will cause arthritis again. If you want more in detail information about this, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll make a whole video about arthritis and how to treat it and prevent it. Then we have a whole group of when they start peeing and drinking more than they used to. When they are doing this, they actually already have a problem, and we would have liked to find out before they had these signs. And the only way you do that before they have these signs is that from the age of 7 you get your cat to the vets every 6 months. You will have the blood examined for what we call a senior screening, so we can see in advance, are there already any problems that we can start treating right now, so the signs will not occur or will occur much later on, and they would have a normal healthy life with a normal age span. The next 3 diseases are related to the drinking and the peeing more than they used to. Number 3, kidney failure. I'm starting with kidney failure because this is one of the most common illnesses that older cats get. From the age of 7 and older, about 50% of cats get this illness. From the age of 10 and older, about 75% get this. I am always heartbroken when cats come in with all the symptoms that are... As a veterinarian, you can almost pick them out when they're about to die because of kidney failure, because they are very, very slim. They lost appetite, they vomit sometimes, pretty often if it's that bad already, and their eye sockets are deep, and they are, the skin is very unwell kept, and it's almost the end for this cat. So that's why we would like to see earlier in blood work that your cat starts having this. So especially if you see your cat drinking or peeing more than they used to, please come to the vet right away. Let the blood be examined and be sure that it's not starting kidney failure yet. What you can also do to prevent this from coming sooner and maybe make it longer before your cat actually gets problems with kidney failure is get your cat some good quality food. Stop buying food from the grocery store. This is the lowest possible quality. The better quality is from the cat specialty store, and if you want the very best quality, just go to your vet. Number 4, hyperthyroidism. This is when the thyroid gland is overproducing, and this can show it peeing or drinking more. They can possibly eat less, but it can also eat more but still lose weight. That's a bit the special thing about it, especially at the hip. They might get very they might get very slim. Something that is very typical for it, but they don't always show this sign, is when they start to cry out more. They start to whine. Not like the drink, but this is very annoying, and people just think, oh, there's maybe starting to be a little bit of dementia or something. Does she not know where she is? I don't know what the problem is. It can very well be hyperthyroidism. Again, very easy to detect in the blood. Once it's higher than the normal value, it is hyperthyroidism. You need to give medication, and then your cat should not show these signs anymore at all. Now, what this can also cause is a rise in blood pressure. So what we often see after a while of hyperthyroidism, even if it's well balanced, is they start to get kidney failure as well. All of this reminds me a lot of the cat I used to have, Amy. She became 18 and a half years. She started to have her problems when I was in my last year of university. She started to have a limp, and I took her over to university for an x-ray, and she had arthrosis. So we started to treat that. When I first graduated, I think in the first year, she showed all the typical signs of hyperthyroidism. I took the blood and the numbers were through the roof. So we got that all better, and then after a year or two maybe, she started to have more symptoms of this drinking and peeing more, and then we saw she started to have kidney failure, and we started her on medication for that as well. Actually, my dad started complaining that she was doing too good. She's jumping on things again. This is not normal. What did you do to this cat? I was like, what do you want from me? What do you want? Do you want a healthy cat, or you want a lazy old cat? So that goes to show that the cat should be just good, normal. Unfortunately, 2 years ago, on the 24th of December, I had to put her down, and I did want to do that myself because she used to be my cat. She came to me all the time. So yeah, pretty sad, but she started not eating anymore at all, and she was just finished. So, and I knew we had done everything possible that we could have done for her. So this kind of euthanasia I am fine with. It's the best for the animal at that time. Number 5, diabetes. Yes, cats can get diabetes as well. Again, there's more drinking and peeing, there's more eating, but they don't gain weight. So that's a bit special about this. A blood work is needed to be done, but something special about cats is from the stress of taking blood, the glucose might rise in the blood. So we call this stress hyperglycemia. Is that in English the right pronunciation? My English sometimes cringy. So we do a fructosamine test on it, but this is all in the senior screening blood work. I'm so happy we have our own blood analysis machine, so I can get it done in like 15 to 20 minutes, and the same day I can contact the owners with the news if everything is good, if we do anything. Otherwise it goes to the lab, it's more expensive, and it takes longer, at least a day longer, before I can help the pets better. So what fructosamine is the glucose level of the blood on average for a whole week. So if that has risen, then we have to check the urine, because not because the blood has a rise that you can say it's diabetes. The urine also has to have a glucose rise before we can diagnose diabetes. Diabetes is very treatable. It takes a bit of work, but your cat does not need to be euthanized. So if you want more information on diabetes and how to treat it, and that's very extensive, also let me know in the comments. I think there's a lot of follow-up videos on this video. And then last but not least, number 6, cancer. Yes, the C word. It doesn't happen all that often in cats, but when it happens, it usually is not all that great. There's only one particular one that is pretty treatable, lymphoma, but that's about the only one. So if it's cancer, yeah, we also find this pretty late because they hide it very well. And one of the most common symptoms is just they don't look as well kept anymore, so groomed. They might lose weight, eat less, or even the same amount. They might vomit. There's very, very vague symptoms. So cancer is a doozy. It's very, very difficult. So that's all I could have said, as short as possible, about the illnesses a senior cat can get. If you want more information on any of these topics, please let me know in the comments. No questions will be unanswered. And if you had any value from this video, please give it a thumbs up so I know that I need to make more like this one. Let's keep your fur babies happy and healthy together, and I will see you in the next video.